So yeah, so basically they're in this time of separation, Joy and the president, and it's Joy's birthday, and her parents invite all these people over, but she's just really like not happy. Her father lets her sit outside for a minute because she's just really feeling overwhelmed, and so she's outside of the house crying on the stairs. And then someone hands her a tissue, and she takes it and she realizes that it's the king giving her the tissue. And he came to her. He was kind of in that place, like what the song was saying about how, he couldn't really like function just because of like how much he missed her, and just being away from her, how hard it was for him. And so a lot of these conversations and confessions are going to also, touch on that, or the spouses will mention that. So I'm just trying to scroll and find the place at the end of the movie where he says, how he truly feels about her. And so once he says that, they embrace, and it's kind of like that happy ending moment. So yeah, something that the friend was saying, like the president turns his back on his people for the sake of a pretty face. But something that Joy had taught him was that, you instill fear, but you earn respect. And so he didn't want to be this beast, this person that was this tyrant or this dictator or this person that instilled fear in people, but he wanted, to show respect. And so he was doing things that helped to better the people, and that helped to make his country more efficient and productive. Because before he had told Joy that his country was broke, like things weren't really going well for him, but things got better when Joy, came into his life. So he said, I couldn't stay away. Yeah, he said I couldn't stay away. He said, but before you make me leave, let me tell you 3 things. 1, I've released the boy, and I'm having free elections in the spring. 2, I love you. I can't live another day without you. And 3, 1 and 2 is plenty. He was saying I couldn't stay away, so even with the song saying, like, I know I can't escape, and so this is really just the pull that God has really placed in them to really come forward and come towards you. So that was the movie, and now I want to go over some prophetic numbers that I've been seeing. And it's been quite a bit actually, so I just want to kind of like touch on some of them really quickly. 1123 means written, so there might be a written form of communication. 213 means to counsel, advise, or plan. It means action is driven forward. 1209 means to receive or accept. 307 means to bring up or to lead. Drawing something up from water onto land, and basically with that, it's like things are going to be brought up that have been kind of like buried or just not really addressed. 837 means happiness, blessedness, prosperity. Also means to grow or increase. So the day that I was led to the song, I saw 528, which means to meet or to encounter. It conveys the idea of coming face to face with someone, an intentional encounter rather than a casual passing. And then 518 means to announce or to report, to declare. Yeah, 205 means first fruit, spoils, top of the heap. 78 means adorned or ornament. 739 means complete, perfect, and fully equipped. And also 430, so basically like God wants you to be patient with them, because 430 portrays the active, deliberate willingness to hold up under people or pressures, It moves beyond mere patience to the gracious choice to stay present with weakness, opposition, or immaturity, whether in others or in circumstances, without surrendering truth or love. So just holding up under, like, all the pressure and everything like that. I think a synonym for hysterical was frenzied, and I looked up the word frenzy, and the key characteristics of being in a frenzy are loss of control, intense emotion. It can be a temporary state. 629 means redemption, and 329 means to rekindle, or to stir, to kindle afresh. So just that flame, 38 means sanctification, holiness, and consecration. So that might be like confirmation if God is like calling you to, be in consecration. Yeah, I've been seeing 307 quite a bit, so that's like, to bring up. So like, just, being in expectation and communication. 902 means palm branch, and palm branches are woven through Israel scriptures as emblems of joy, victory, and divine blessing. So just being aware of that. 1717 means manifest or visible, centers on the idea of open visibility, something or someone unmistakably shown, set in plain sight, or made fully apparent. And then I also saw 121. In Strong's Hebrew, it means Adam or man. And in Greek, it means innocent. So being free from guilt or blame. So, I think the forgiving part is important. And then 54 means purity or sincerity. So yeah, just walking in that holiness. So yeah, even with like them kind of drifting from God, like 306 in Strong's depicts the intentional act of postponing or deferring a matter. So like some of the spouses just aren't ready at all, and they're just kind of like putting things off. 238 means give ear, to listen. And so like that's what God wants from them. He wants them to listen and to kind of like give ear to what he's speaking. But also I was seeing 137, and I felt led to look at Luke 137, which says, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." I also saw 737 today, which is healing, restoration, and now. So just know that God is still working, and there's still like an end to the story. So just remain in prayer and everything like that. And just continue to have faith, because he knows like everything you're feeling. He knows you might feel exhausted, but just let his strength be made perfect in you, and know that he is perfecting this. And things might look like completely lifeless, but that's why Jesus is the resurrection and the life, and he can restore and bring life and bring newness to your situation. And so I pray that that does encourage you, and just know that they still are stuck on you, they still love you, they still have these feelings for you. It's just God is working. They have to make some choices, and in that time you just continue doing whatever God wants you doing, and just trust him to orchestrate everything and bring everything together in his perfect timing. So be blessed in Jesus' name.